Alright guys, so this video is going to be another one that's a little bit different than my usual. So I'm out here at my house, and when I bought this house, it was in really bad shape. It was more like a weekend home for an elderly couple, and they were forced to go into a nursing home, so the daughter was forced to sell the house and then the adjoining 2.5 acres that went with it. So it's a total of about 4.75 acres. So I bought this about 2 years ago. It was like the end of October 2023. It was right after my dad had passed, is when we went to settlement. And I spent a year and a half working on the house, and then some of the 2+ acres that are around the house. It's a lot of work, and I might do a video of that maybe after a couple of these that I want to share with you guys. I hope it's something that you like. I know a lot of people like to see videos of like a before and after and kind of like the process of what's going on. So I was out here working on clearing out brush and stuff around some of these trees on the adjoining 2.5 acres. And I thought to myself, well, this would be pretty cool to show everybody the process and kind of like the before and after kind of thing. So what I got going on, let me turn this around for you here. So there are about 2.25 acres that adjoin mine that went up for sale. I guess it was like early summer, and it sold. And I was actually interested in buying this. This was another older lady, and I had contacted her about buying this to just keep this 2 acres, and I would just mow it. I wasn't going to do anything with it. And she was going to sell it to me, and then kind of the same thing happened. She was forced to go into a nursing home. She had a worsening case of dementia, and the kids contacted me and said, look, if you're interested in it, we're going to get it appraised, we're going to get it perked, and we would like for you to have it, but we are going to put it up for sale. Well, it wound up appraising it way more than what I wanted to pay for it just to have 2 acres to mow. And even it was appraised for way more than what it was worth. But regardless, so a fellow was out here a couple weeks ago. He was staking it out, so I went up and talked to him, and he is a builder, and he is going to build a spec house and then sell it. He's going to start on it sometime this winter, and he hopes to have it done by summer. So he had asked about if he could have his guys clear out along these trees, which are a couple feet off of the property line, and they were a mess. They more or less look like this: vines, multiflora rows, random trees. I mean, you can see how the vines just climbing up these trees. And so I said that was fine, and then the more I thought about it was I would take care of what's on my side of the property, just for the fact that it's the right thing to do. Plus, I was concerned about his guys coming in, not knowing where the property line was, and then just cutting everything out, like these trees. So these are 2 dogwood trees, and then this sycamore tree. And I mean, I love sycamore trees. I love dogwood trees. So, and they are on my property. So I cleared out around that. And then, so we got a cherry tree here. I believe this bigger one here is I believe that's a black locust. I'm not sure, but you can even see this is poison. That's poison sumac that had grown up. You can see how it's all twisted up and around that. Another big old vine here, and then this is another dogwood tree. So this was a couple weeks ago. I decided to clear out what was on my side of the property, and then just leave a little bit that's left on his property that his guys can take care of that. That way they're not going to get in here and cut these trees out. So this adjoining 2.5 acres, I believe There was a little house that sat on here. There's a septic system in here. I can tell where the tank is and the field lines. So there was something here at some point. But it all has grown up. So what I'm working on is clearing out all this underbrush and these vines and the poison and stuff around these trees. So my plan for today is I've been working on this one. This one had all kinds of vines through it, and there's still a couple in there I got to pull out. And I've been yanking on them. I can't get them, so I think I'm going to have to use my tractor to kind of pull them out of there. So the plan is to finish this up, get it cleaned up around it. This is a maple tree, and I'm not sure what this other tree is. It may be another maple tree. I'm going to clear this out around this tree. And this even in the summer, this is so hard to mow around. There's so many thorns and stuff. So I was going to go ahead and do this anyway. And it's not too warm today. It's 35 degrees, so it's perfect weather to do this. There's no breeze. And we just had a little bit of rain, so I'm going to be able to burn this stuff, hopefully. That's the plan. And then this mess here, I don't even know what in the world kind of tree that is. I believe it's a cherry tree. It looks to me like it's a cherry tree, but you can see how all of these vines have just totally consumed this tree. So I'm going to try to save the tree. I'm going to get all this off top of it. I mean, these vines on here are just ridiculous. And that's probably all I'll get done today. And then I took a few days off in a couple weeks right before Christmas. And I was going to go up to my off-grid cabin, but they've had a bunch of snow up there, so I don't even think I can get up to it. So what I'm going to work on is this jungle around all these trees, and that's going to take me a couple days. It's a mess in there. I don't even know there's groundhogs in there. Sometimes deer will like to bed down in there, but very rarely they do. They pass through here all the time, but this is going to take me a few days to clear this out. So I can film that too if that's something you guys would like to see. And then, so then this is my house down here. And I had to do so much work with that and behind the house, clearing stuff out. And maybe I can share that with you in a couple videos from now, kind of the transformation of the outside and the inside of that house. So, and then down here, so I have a spot down here where they actually built this little swale in here to divert the water coming off of this hill when it rains, to divert the water away from this septic field that was installed for this house, which actually sat right in here. You can actually even kind of see the indentations where it sunk down, where the foundation used to be. So I've been digging dirt out of this little swale that they built for places I needed to fill in around the house. So that's where I'm going to pile everything and try to burn it today. It's cloudy, there's no breeze, we got some rain, so I think it should be okay. So let me get back to work on this, and I'll kind of video some of it, the before and after, and I'll talk to you guys later. What do you guys think of this? Charlie Brown Christmas tree? Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Alright, so wish me luck on this one because, wow, there's just a lot of stuff in there, a lot of thorns, a lot of vines. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to save this tree or not. I want to, but we'll see how it goes. So, let me get at it. Let me show you guys how thick these vines are. I mean, there's just so many in here, and the thorns are ridiculous. You can see that, how thick these vines are in here, but they are all through here. And they're all tangled up in here, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to save this tree, but I'm going to try, see what happens here. Let's stick this over here for now. Okay. Tell you what, if you need somebody for the tug of war team, I'm your guy. Alright, there we go. Got it all cleaned up. It really took a beating, but I think what we'll do is we'll just let this grow out next summer and we'll see how it does, and then I can start trimming it back and see if we can get it to start growing up towards the sun instead of going out sideways like that. But all that weight from those vines and all of that was just keeping it down and keeping it from living the way it's supposed to. It kind of reminds me of our lives. We just get bogged down with mistakes in the past and things we haven't forgiven or been forgiven for, and those burdens just keep us from growing and they keep us from living the way we should. So this tree is a perfect example of that. So now that it's free from all those vines, all those burdens, we'll see what it does next year. We'll see if it starts doing what it's supposed to and living the life that it should. So good lesson with this cherry tree here. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll probably fast forward through some of this stuff because you don't want to see me pulling on vines for an hour. But I hope you enjoy it, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.